Hello, it's Gordon here. Hope all is well with you. This Facebook Live I've called I Can't Juggle Your Balls for You. And I'm talking about juggling because I've done a few videos in a few groups over the last few days about actual juggling, actual jugglers. Someone posted a video with a 5-minute act of a juggler and I loved it, beautiful. The juggler was called Michael Davis, and I then did some videos about what happened when he dropped the balls. Because professional jugglers will drop the balls at some stage, and it's how they deal with it, which is the point that I spoke about. And then I was watching the video on YouTube, and YouTube did what it does in all its glory, and it showed these suggested videos, doesn't it, down the side. And there was one video, one juggler called Frank Olivier, who I'd never heard of either. And I started watching his videos and I laughed at what he did when he was juggling clubs, what he did when he dropped them, because it happens. So the point is that these mistakes and obstacles in life will happen. Even these are professional jugglers at the top of the tree. They're still dropping their balls and the clubs. And it's what you do when the mistakes come your way in life. Are you prepared for them? But that's not the point I want to make in this video. In this video, I called I Can't Juggle Your Balls for You, and it's one of my quote images, which I've posted in the group, and I'll post the image below this video once I've posted the video. Because Frank Olivier, when he dropped his clubs, or he was doing a really hard trick that wasn't getting much reaction from the audience, he said, "Oh, come on, I spent a year learning how to do that one trick." And another one, he said, "I spent 6 months alone in my bedroom learning how to do that one trick." And here's the thing with juggling. Once you get past the basics of juggling and you start getting into the tricks, and particularly the fancy tricks, there's only one way to learn how to do these tricks. And it is to drop the balls or to drop the clubs. Because you find out how to do it and you try to do it and you will drop it because your brain hasn't got the neurological pathways right. The hand-eye coordination is not there in the brain. So you try again because your brain knows what you want the end result to be. You're using your brain to train your own brain. And it takes a long time. And the harder the trick, the longer it takes. So some juggling tricks for a professional juggler might still take 6 months of practice to learn one trick. And the audience might look at the trick and think, that's not much better than juggling 3 balls, because they just don't know, they don't understand the difficulty of the trick. It's not the audience's fault, it's just one of those things. Now, my quote image, I Can't Juggle Your Balls for You, is my twist on one of my favourite quotes from Jim Rohn, who was a big motivational speaker. And the quote that I'm developing from him is this: "You can't hire someone else to do your push-ups for you." Or you can't hire somebody to do your push-ups for you. And I made a quote image for that quote of Jim Rohn's. Great quote, because it really strikes home the point of the quote. And so I use mine. I can't juggle your balls for you. Now, I can teach you how to juggle. Don't you worry about that. When it comes to 3-ball juggling, I can teach you how to juggle. I can show you how to juggle. But what I can't do is juggle your balls for you. If you want to learn how to juggle and you come to me, yeah, I can teach you. Yes, I can show you. But the actual picking up of the balls, the throwing them and the dropping them, the picking them up, throwing them again, dropping them again, the picking them up, dropping them, picking them up again, you've got to do that. No one else in the world can do that for you. Doesn't matter how much money you've got. If you're a multi-gazillionaire, you think, oh, I'll pay someone to do it for me. No, cannot be done. You could be taught by the best professional juggler in the world, but they won't be able to juggle your balls for you. Can't be done. You have to do it. It is a huge point in the life transformation field, the self-improvement, the personal development, the goal achievement. I drive home this point about action over and over and over and over again. Action is one of what I call the 4 magic words beginning with A. Your action, the action that you take, that no one else can take for you. Not me, not your friends, not your family, not your work colleagues, not the government, not the society in general. You have got to do it. And might it take 6 months to do? Like learning a difficult juggling trick? Yes. Might it take a year to do? I don't know. Depends what you were talking about. Actually, when it comes to 3-ball juggling, I could teach you how to juggle 3 balls within an hour, in all probability. Because as part of my entertainment career, as well as learning how to juggle, I was taught how to teach someone to juggle 3 balls in an hour. So I then learnt that skill, the skill of teaching someone else to do it in an hour, juggling 3 balls. But again, even in that hour, you're going to have to be doing the juggling. Make sense? So in what I call the 5 key areas of life, health, wealth, career, relationships and lifestyle, in any of those areas, or all of those areas, could it be that you're expecting someone else to juggle your balls for you, when in fact, no one else can do it, and it's down to you to start taking action? And just going back to this point about how long it might take. Might take an hour, a day, a week, a month, 6 months, a year. Well, if it's to do with something that means something to you, that is something you're passionate about, and is in line with the authentic you, you'll take the time to do it. For instance, when I learnt to juggle, or when I learnt to ride the unicycle, or when these professional jugglers spend 6 months to a year learning one trick, of course they're doing it for a reason. It's their career. They're doing it to develop their career. And once they've put in that work and learnt the trick, that knowledge is in there. And that knowledge, that work will pay off for years, for decades, as part of their career. And another classic self-improvement, personal development, goal achievement mantra is, if you're thinking you're not going to do something because it'll take too long, well, that time will pass anyway. So if you don't want to do something because of the time it'll take, that time will pass anyway. I think it was Earl Nightingale that came from. Ooh, I'll have to do some research there, because I like to name check when I'm using or developing points that other people have made. So I think that was an Earl Nightingale. If you're being put off doing something because of the time it'll take, that time will pass anyway. So if that time will pass anyway, which it will, are you going to spend it just drifting and just letting the time pass? Just treading water in life in any of those 5 key areas? Or are you going to bring intention to the process? Are you going to start taking action? In other words, juggling your own balls. And when that time passes, you're using it for your own progress, on your own agenda, with your own intention. Massive, massive, huge, powerful, dare I say it, transformational. Which is why I call this content theme the Transform Your Life Now content stream. So there we go. I hope you like that message. I hope you enjoy the quote image. Might make you smile, you never know. If you do like it, let me know. Leave a comment below this video. That would be great. And if you've got any questions, again, leave a comment below this video. I love the feedback. So signing off for now. Hope all is well with you. Wishing you, as ever, health and happiness. And I'll speak to you again soon.